Hello, my name is Donna Ellis. I'm the creator of the Active Rest Fitness Program and Lifestyle, and I am inviting you to meet me on the deck. On the deck is where I help people get active for at least 30 minutes a day by providing workouts to fit any schedule and to eliminate most of your excuses. I also encourage people to prioritize rest and restorative sleep, to practice mindfulness in their eating habits and in their physical abilities, and to build a community of support amongst family members, neighbors, and friends. Today's topic is about building that support. I was listening to a YouTube video over the weekend by Stephanie Perry. She goes live on Saturdays, and she was talking about people who come in and kind of lurk within her um, within her comments and her chat, and people are watching, but they're not necessarily commenting or just not even saying hello or good morning, and they're getting the information, but they're not building a community. They're not being a part of the community. And so she said there is a distinct difference between membership and community. You can be a member of a group, but you can also be a part of a community. And being part of the community is the most important thing. And so you need to be engaged. You need to, just say hello, ask for help, provide help. That's what community is all about. So today's topic is community versus membership. Because when I heard that, I thought about, I tell you every time you come and listen to this video that I encourage people to build a community of support. And that can be family, that can be neighbors, that can be friends, or like we come here, it can be your workout group. And those people actually do become your family and your friends. So that's what I want to talk to you about today, because it's something that resonated with me, because it made me think about, the community that I build here versus when I was a member of a gym. And so some time ago on my Facebook page, I talked about my Planet Fitness experience. So I was a member of Planet Fitness. I joined some years ago because I wanted to get up early in the morning and work out before I headed to work. And it was the only place not the only place, but the only place that I was comfortable going to that would be open at the time that I wanted to go work out. So I joined Planet Fitness. I used to go get my workout, come home, and then I got pregnant and I stopped going to Planet Fitness early in the morning. So because I stopped just working out at that rate. And so for a long time, I had that membership and I wasn't using Planet Fitness. Then we ended up, getting a treadmill here. And that's really what I was using at Planet Fitness was their treadmill. So we ended up getting a treadmill here at home and I didn't need the membership anymore. So with Planet Fitness, you can join online, but in order to cancel your membership, you have to go to the building. You can't cancel online. And so every month they take that $20 out. And I would say, I need to go cancel this membership, and would always forget. Even when I would go to the area, I just forget. It just wouldn't be at the forethought of my mind until I'm balancing my checkbook and I write down that $20 or whatever. So I kept that membership for a long time without using the facility. Well, eventually I got over there and canceled my membership. About a day or two after I canceled my membership, I got an email saying, "Hey, Donna, we see that you canceled your membership. Is there anything we can do to get you back? We'll give you this deal and that deal." Now, I hadn't gotten an email from Planet Fitness in the whole time that I was paying and not going. But as soon as I canceled that membership, they reached out. They wanted to engage. They wanted to, and I know it's not a particular person, it's a company, and that's just how it works. But that facility then wanted to know how they could get me back. It's almost as though they didn't value me, when I wasn't coming in. But as soon as they're not getting my $20 every month, it's how can we get you back? How can we help you? How can we, all of that stuff. So that's just the difference between, having a community versus being a member of a facility. Another thing that happens at the facility, and I'll tell you, and just as far as that engagement, if people haven't been to my workout community, to Active Rest, to the deck, if they haven't shown up in a while, I'm going to reach out to them, see how everything's going, make sure everything's okay. I'm only one person, so I can only do that so much and so often. But every now and again, somebody will pop up into my brain and be like, I hadn't seen them, in a while. And sometimes it could be a year or so. but they'll pop up in my mind, and it's like I got to reach out, and see how they're doing. So that was like, the difference in that, nobody reached out to me when I wasn't showing up. They didn't care as long as they were getting that money. The other thing that I see is increased costs. Now, at Active Rest, we're going to increase our costs here eventually, because I provide a great workout that I'm not charging people for. I understand that, I recognize that. And the people who work out with me, I do believe that they recognize that as well. But my goal here is just to get people moving, get them active. I'm here at my home. There's not a lot of overhead costs. There is some, but I really just want people to come together and work out. Like, that's the ultimate goal. So what you'll see though is if I increase my costs, the people who have been coming, my veterans, is what I like to refer to them as, my vets, their costs will not increase. As long as I have control over it, their costs to come and work out with me will not increase. Now, new members, they might have to pay, a little bit extra, but the vets, their price will stay the same. And so I saw people kind of complaining about increased costs at these gyms here in our area. And, it's like they just get an email and say, hey, your costs going up. you know, um, I know you've been a member here for a long time, a valued member, but your cost is going up too. It's almost as though, you don't appreciate like the people that have been coming and supporting. And a lot of times people don't even use those memberships. They haven't used them. And still you're gonna, increase their cost. I know that's a business move. I know that it's something that, you have to do to keep the lights on sometimes, but I also think that you should value the people who are, coming and supporting you. And so that's just a difference. Another thing that I see is with a lot of, well, I won't say, well, yeah, with a lot of facilities in the area, is that they don't necessarily listen to the community and cater to what the community needs or wants. Um, I know there was a facility here that they had basketball courts. And people within the community were going and playing basketball. The young kids were going to play basketball. Well, that facility took up the basketball courts and put turf and CrossFit stuff and, rehab the gym and did all that stuff. And then I would assume membership went down because I didn't see a lot of people using that stuff. Because, you kind of have to be at a certain fitness level to go and work with a lot of those machines and weights and things like that. So it's not built for everybody, within that community. And shortly thereafter, they shut the gym down. Now, that might have been a part of the original plan anyway to shut the gym down. I don't know necessarily if engagement went down, if participation went down, if membership went down in that gym once they removed the basketball courts. But something tells me like that wasn't the intent, because why would you renovate an entire gym, remove the basketball courts, put turf down, add, all this other equipment, and then shut it down? So, it's almost like, they don't care about what the people in the community want, how they're using the gym. It's like, they're just trying to look a certain way. Well, at Active Rest, we just need a little bit of equipment. I try to tailor the workouts to the people that are showing up. And I can do that because I'm smaller. It's just a few of us. But that's the difference between embedding yourself in a community versus just being a member of a facility. You get a personal experience. You get people that can give you that one-on-one. Now, I will say, when I was a member of a gym that had like group exercise classes similar to the ones that similar to the ones that I provide here, we were able to build a community within that gym, but we also had issues that spread out, to the higher ups or whatever, where we didn't always feel welcome, didn't always feel appreciated. But within our classes, we were able to build that community. But why would I give you money to the facility? Your people are rude to me. You're not paying your instructors what they should be paid for the amount of people that they're bringing in. And it loses, even though you can build that community, there's something greater, that or something bigger, that kind of irks you a little bit just about the facility, and that you're paying this facility all this money and they're not even treating you, they're not treating you well, and they're also not treating the instructors that you love well, and giving them what they're worth. um so that's just a few things related to my gym experience, and just the things that I've noticed when I was a member of a gym, and just things that I hear about as far as gym membership goes here in the area versus what I've created at Active Rest. Now at Active Rest, when you can get into that group, once you enter into the group, you immediately see that we have true friendships. We're like family. Now I used to I told people, I said, when you come to my house to work out, my daughter's gonna run after you to give you a hug. You might ask my husband to build you something, or to come help your husband move something, or something like that. We're family, we're a community. We help each other out. We look after each other. Also, what you get with Active Rest is you get support, and you get a network. You get, like, people, I think people don't really value the networking that can go on. You get opportunities just from knowing certain people. We are such an extent, you can go to a gym and see people and not really know them. But when you have to work out with them and see them every day, and you're in a tight knit kind of, group, a very intimate group, you get to network. People will provide opportunities for you. They will share ideas with you. I've gotten a lot of advice from the ladies that I work out with. I've learned a lot of things from the ladies that I work out with. So, that's just one of the things I see within Active Rest, is people will go into our group and say, "Hey, does anybody know anybody who can do this? Does anybody hair?" A lady contacted. She's new to the group. She contacted me and said, "Hey, do you know anybody who can style natural hair?" Well, we have another lady. Her hair was beautiful, and so I reached out to her and said, "Hey, do you who does your hair?" And shared that information, and then and she went and used that young lady, that service. And so, we just share information like that, and then also like health information, because we do have nurses, we do have a GI specialist, we have insurance underwriters, we have lawyers, we have factory workers, we have, everybody, state workers, state employees, federal employees. It runs the gamut, and everybody has something that they can provide to someone else and help someone else. Everybody. And so I enjoy that about Active Rest. And also within Active Rest, I talked a little bit about the payment and them taking out the money and all of that different stuff. But at Active Rest, we can offer you compassion. When you get into these smaller groups, it's more personal. So there's a compassionate feel about it. So, I talked about, increasing the prices, maybe in the future, because at some point I do want Active Rest to be my only job. And so, I know I'll have to make changes there. But here, if you can't pay, or if you forget to pay, or if you just need a little time to pay because that money start looking funny sometimes, I understand that. Then you can come to me and say, "Hey, Donna, can I pay you at the end of the month? Hey, Donna, let me clear this up first and then I'll pay you. Oh, Donna, I forgot to pay you. Here's the money for, you paying me in February for January." Or, I can say, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been out." Because people do, they love, they'll pay me. Like, they don't mind. Their integrity is awesome. Even if they only come one time a month, they'll pay. And sometimes I'll say, "Hey, you didn't come but one time last month, or whatever. Don't worry about paying this month. We'll move that money, here." So I can do that because, we're a community. And, I really want people. I think this is more my goal, because I've even given people money back when they said, "Hey, I got a new job. I can't do it." I'll send them their money back, because they just can't come, even though they've paid. I want your participation. That's the key. I think that's the biggest difference between the community versus the membership, the community at Active Rest versus the membership at a gym. I want your participation. I want you to be a part of the community. That harkens back to what Stephanie Perry said. I don't just want your money. I want you to show up. I want you to network. I want you to support. I want you to be supported. So I think that right there would be a good note to end on. So I hope that you are encouraged by this message. I hope that, it motivates you to join a community, not just become a member, but to join a community that supports you in every area of your life, but particularly your fitness journey here at Active Rest. I'm inviting you to join me. February is my birthday month. It's free for the whole month. It's my gift to you. And I also hope that you have a great day. Thank you.